In this lecture, we are going to see how to create rectangular patterns. Let us create some reference object. I'll take sketch, maybe take this plane, and I'll create a rectangle. I'll give dimension. Maybe this is 150. And this is some 300. Exit. Create a pad of 40 mm height. Let us create a hole somewhere here. Click on OK. No need to constrain. Now let us create rectangular pattern. Go to Insert, Transformation Features, Rectangular Pattern. You can see here it is selecting the entire solid. If you want to select only the block without this hole, you can click here and only select the block. You can see only the block has been selected. You can see here it is highlighted. Now here we have some options. We'll see that later. Instances, let it be 2. It is asking for a direction. I'll give this as my direction. Something is happening. I'll go for reverse direction and I'll increase this spacing. You can see a new object is getting created. I'll give a value of 250 here. Click somewhere to get a preview. It's not enough because this total length is 300. So I'll give 400 here. You can see an object has been created 400 mm from this original object. When I click on OK, you can see it has been created. Again, I'll double click on this rectangular pattern. To get this window back, here I'll increase the instances. When I increase the instances, you can see here the number of instances is increasing. So total 5 number of objects is getting created, including the source object. When I reverse the direction, it is getting created on the other side. Double click on rectangular pattern, reverse the direction. You can also see the preview. When I click on preview, you can see it is showing a preview of our settings. Here we have some options. You can see instances, spacing and length. These 3 parameters will define our rectangular pattern. Any 2 of these parameters when we give, we can easily define the rectangular pattern. Like instances and spacing. The number of instances and spacing will define the total length. So we need not give this total length. Similarly, instances and length. If you have number of instances, total length, these 2 will be divided and this will be automatically generated. And same is for this spacing and length. If you give a spacing and give a total length, when you divide, number of instances will be generated. So any 2 you give and the third one will be automatically calculated. This fourth one is important. When you click here, you can see all of this is 400. But if you double click here and you want to give 500, you can do so. Click on OK. Click preview. This is 400 length. This is 500. Double click here. Maybe here I'll change to 800. Click on OK. See a preview. So if you have non-uniform lengths, you can use instances and unequal spacing. Let me cancel this. Double click on rectangle pattern again. Reverse the direction. Click on preview. Here we have a second direction. Click on it. Reference element. I'll give a direction this side. You can see spacing, as this length is 150, so I'll give a spacing of 250. And here instances I'll increase to 2. Reverse the direction. You can see here So along this direction we are creating a pattern. Also in this direction we are creating a pattern. You just increase the number of instances. All the other parameters are same. Click on preview and you can see very easily we have generated this type of a arrangement of bodies. When I click on OK, you can see. Now let us focus on this object. The first object where we have created a hole, and try to use this rectangular pattern on this hole for creating it on this object. You can get the rectangular pattern icon here. Select here in the object and select this hole. You can see here we get this hole 6, which is this object. Now we will select the direction. Click here on the reference element, which is the reference direction. Maybe select this direction, and instead of 400 and very big lengths, we'll give 20. Click on reverse, and number of instances we can increase. Maybe we'll give 30. You can see one direction it is getting generated. You can see a preview. Again we'll take second direction. Select the direction, this line. You can see it is getting created somewhere here. We will decrease this value. I'll give maybe some 40. You can see here, and I'll decrease this to 3. Click on preview and click on OK. So we can create rectangular pattern on features and also the total body. So this is how we will create rectangular patterns. We will practice more on rectangular pattern in the further examples.